Okay, so we've been having these conversations around sexuality and chastity, morality, and our daughters. And I remember that last week I had said something about sexual stimulation dependency, and some people had reached out to me. Hello, I hope I get it. So people have reached out to me to say, "Oh, Atetima, can you explain more? Can you talk more about that sexual stimulation dependency?" And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about today, because the goal of these sessions that we're having, this conversation we're having, is that you must be so aware to be able to help your daughters. How do you know what you don't know? How do you help with what you're not sure of? Okay, so I'll just start off by defining it more in a more detailed way. Sexual stimulation dependency is when a girl begins to rely, the word depend means to rely on sexual arousal, that sexual high, sexual attention, or sexualized interaction as her primary way of managing emotions. So when you see the way some girls behave, you understand better that I don't understand. Until you do this, you cannot be all right. This is the problem. That's what she's dealing with. She's dealing with this condition. Yeah. So instead of her to process stress, manage loneliness, face boredom, deal with anxiety, attack insecurity in healthy ways, her brain now turns to this sexual arousal, this sexual stimulation, this sexual high for relief. So something is disturbing her, she's anxious about something, she goes to go and stimulate herself, or goes to fall into the whole trap of the sexual stimulation. Now, the problem with this is that over time, this becomes a conditioned pattern, what we call an addiction, what we call bad behavior. Like, what's wrong with this girl? Why is she behaving like this? It has now, her brain has now been cultured, and it now becomes a conditioned pattern. The nervous system now craves that sexual excitement just for comfort, validation, and escape, not because she wants to do it. So this is where we need to now understand it, that this girl is not just desiring. So like, you're like, what do you see in masturbating? What do you see in all these things? What do you see in all these things? Well, what she sees in all these things is that she needs comfort, she needs validation, or she's trying to escape from a difficult circumstance. Okay, now for examples of this sexual stimulation dependency would be masturbation, of course, number one. That's the first thing. When you're masturbating frequently, mainly to reduce stress, not because you just want to. For some girls, I see that they do it when they're having ACEs, like advanced childhood trauma. They have some unresolved, untreated traumatic experience. They will likely masturbate. Another example is teen mindset resilience coach. I see you. Welcome. This sexual dependency could also look like us constantly seeking male attention to feel valued or confident. Sometimes I used to wonder, this girl, I don't understand. So on your own, you cannot validate yourself. You have to depend on somebody. Sometimes you see girls are actually making out with guys because they need that validation from the guys. Another example of sexual stimulation dependency is posting increasingly provocative photos for validation, for comments, for likes, and for approval. Even the dressing. Yesterday in church, somebody wore a micro mini skirt, very short, but then there was a net on top of it. A net that did not have any use. The next time you see girls behaving like this, just know that something is doing them. If you see your daughter suddenly starts wanting to be sexy, as we call it, please understand that there's something deeper that is crying out for attention. Sexting is another thing. Sexting when they're feeling lonely, when they're feeling emotionally down, when they're feeling left out, to start to sext. You know what sexting means? Conversation for another day. But yeah, that is it. Another example would be consuming sexual content whenever overboard or overwhelmed. So she's having a downtime emotionally, and she'll just go, and the only thing that might be able to help her at that time is the kind of content that they consume. Because honestly speaking, I don't understand why a normal human being, girl that is okay with watching pornography. So irritating. Another thing will be showing up as fantasizing sexually as a way of escaping from uncomfortable emotions. So when you just sit and just start fantasizing, you start thinking of illicit things, wild imaginations. You just sat down and started burning your daylight with wild sexual fantasies. Something is the problem. Like we said earlier, the reason why this will become a condition or an addiction would be that dependency has come through repetition and conditioning. So over time, you have conditioned your brain to think that if you don't, the only way to release dopamine. Some people get their dopamine released when they read, some when they have great conversations, some when they have, when they watch movies, when they do activities that they like. So people will have that dopamine released, but not for this set of people. These ones, that chemical that is released from the brain to say, well done, keep it going, comes from illicit stuff like this. And the truth is, dopamine is the fastest way to feel better, because your brain automatically goes to default. Why? Emotional comfort. When it's lacking, the brain will be looking for something to boost it. These are the things that are happening with your girls. And then it seems like, I've done everything. I've reported that to my pastor. I've reported that to the school. I've disgraced. I've collected the phone. You have done all those things and it's not stopping. This is the problem now. The dopamine that is coming, the high that is coming from depending on these things, is what to keep her going. Unmet emotional needs is another thing. If your daughter has a need that is unmet, please be it known unto you that she will continue to depend on this thing secretly. I know of a mother who told me how her daughter will stay awake on her laptop. She was hiding the laptop. She said she was doing homework. She'll stay awake on the laptop and she'll be playing sexual games with guys. Why? It's giving her something that she feels is very useful. So a girl who feels unseen, unheard, insecure, lonely, rejected, etc., will accept this as a helping tool. In fact, they are going to be grateful for it. They're like, so I can also feel good at this. Wow. They're going to feel good about it because it seems to be helping them. Peer culture, hypersexualized media, pornography, and social platforms can reinforce this message. Can reinforce the fact that desirability equals what? So if people say, send me more. So one day a girl was chatting with a guy, someone she just knew casually. And the guy said, can I see your nudes? And she sent the upper one. He said, no, can I see the down? That request alone is enough to keep this girl going. She said, oh, he wants more. Oh, he likes more. Then he says, oh, can you turn? Oh, can you shake this? Oh, can you click? That request is sending a high. Now, trauma, early exposure, or a lack of better emotional coping tools can further strengthen and deepen this pattern. Yes, please. It can further strengthen it. And you're wondering, how can my child that is a pastor's child, my daughter that is a pastor's daughter, how can she be doing this? Well, what is going on is that something else is taking the place of what your love, attention, conversation, and all the other amazing things we're supposed to offer our daughters is doing. Okay, so what's the solution? What should we do now that we realize that what my daughter is dealing with? Don't shame. That's the first thing. Stop shaming. Don't name call her. Don't attach anything to her. This is just a condition that she should not even be blamed for if we want to really look at it. So don't shame her. Instead, decide to do awareness and retraining. There was a particular girl I was dealing with this whole masturbation thing for a long time, and it kept looking like she couldn't overcome it. She kept going up, down, up, down, up, down. Like, what is the problem exactly? We needed to retrain her. We needed her to understand what her triggers were. When does this urge increase? When do you feel like doing this thing? Is it when you're bored? Is it when you're stressed? Is it when you're angry? Being aware of this disrupts the autopilot. That autopilot that says, you're sad, you're angry. Oh yeah, masturbate. Once you identify that, this is what causes it. When I have deadlines, then this was when somebody insults me and I feel less of myself. That is when you see that she starts journeying to the solution. Then build healthier regulation tools. What else can she do? She can do light exercises like cycling, like carrying weight, etc. She can journal, she can pray, she can have mentorship conversations. I love that one. So that my girl, that was one of the things that really helped her. She just want to tell me, please see what is happening. By the time she's done, she's feeling stronger. That's why you must connect your daughters to the right relationship. You must. It's not an option. So there's structured routines which has to follow. Those of us that are complaining, oh, the girl's help is overwhelming. You don't know that the girl's help is helping your daughter build healthy coping mechanisms. Yes, she's building healthy coping mechanisms, because the stress, the anxiety, the trouble, the chaos will never end. We need to learn how to deal with it. Choosing disciplined friends definitely weakens the stimulation loop. The more your friends are able to help you think and think with sense, the better for you. The better for you, because you need help. Your daughter needs help, rather. Your daughter needs help, and we need to say that this is what the issue is. Let's deal with it. Finally, she needs her identity strengthened. She needs her identity strengthened so that she can look beyond just being needed, just being desired by someone or some people. When her worth is rooted in her identity, knowing who she really is, understanding her personality, her uniqueness, her strength, etc. When she understands this, she will know that, okay, life is not just about being aroused sexually. Okay, there's my purpose to discover, there's my faith to grow, there's my competence to deepen, etc. So that sexual stimulation now loses its emotional dominance, because you're converting that emotion to something deeper and more secure. If you forget anything, please don't forget that I said that dependency forms through repetition. The more something is, the brain loves patterns. The more something is going on and on and on and on, the brain will just say, okay, you don't need to think. Now why are you thinking? Why are you calculating? Just get on it immediately. And that's where you see that these girls are struggling. Now you're wondering, my daughter has been struggling with this since she was in primary school. Hey, she's still dealing with it. Well, it could be that you have not yet intentionally worked on getting her off this whole thing. Some of us are living in denial. That can never be my daughter. Where did she see it from? Where did she hear it from? Can never be yours. And that is where we keep having the issues, and it looks like we're going around in circles. The Girls School of Sense is coming up. Today, we are currently having a 50% discount. It's not extended to tomorrow. So please just go and quietly take advantage of the flash sale that is going on. 15,500 instead of 31k. But that's such a lot for a course of 5 days. A course of 5 days is back to back. We're going to teach these girls how to firm themselves up, how to format themselves. If there's a word like that, how can you format yourself? What can you do to yourself and for yourself? If you have known me, you will know that there's something I insist on happening. I insist on the girl only taking her power back. Yes, please. That your power, you will take it back. You will not allow yourself go down in the mud. You won't. Why? You will not allow yourself fall and fail backward and fail on the same spot. No, you must arise and take possession of what is going on around you. The Girls School of Sense is currently, like I said, holding its first ever flash sale up to 50% off. Just go and get it, because if you forget, you will pay 18,000. You pay 31,000. That's what you will pay. You will pay it, and even after the cost will go up, because this course is very, very key. It is very, very key for everyone who is tired of just being there. You want more, and more you will get. So I'm going to be speaking alongside other speakers. We're going to have 3 different classes, age 9+, age 13+, and age 14+. So don't worry about your senior girls feeling like, what's going on here? No, just get ready. We'll begin in April, but for now, registration is officially ongoing, and it has begun with the Girls School of Sense, just because I love my girls and I'm ready to do anything to help these girls. If you have any questions, please don't forget to drop it so that the team can respond to you. But be it known unto you that this sexual stimulation must end. Hello, David Olapo. Hello, D-Dudes. Thank you so much for joining me. This sexual stimulation dependency must end. We must end it. Because when we do, our girls have, our girls have a way of managing it even better. My name is Atetima Ome. I'll stop here for today. Please make sure you tag everyone that is parenting a girl child. Most times we like deceiving ourselves. I have 2 daughters. And sometimes I'm like, no, I already got that covered. I got it. No, you have not got it. A lot of things happen when we bring this conversation to the open. All of a sudden you start noticing things that it's just as if this girl is doing this thing that this girl is doing this thing that Atetima has complained about. This girl is doing this thing that's better complaining about. All of a sudden it's just also clear. And then you can also do something about it. Thank you. I'll be waiting to see you at the Girls School of Sense flash sale pre-order currently going on. Take advantage and don't forget to share with that other friend, that parent that is parenting or raising a girl child. God bless you all. And